So if you're curious as to how you can calculate how much you're actually making per hour, first and foremost, you need to always use the number of hours you work in a day, not the number of hours that you drive. When you start your day, you're doing your pre-trip, you're doing any paperwork, you're fueling, you're waiting to load, waiting to unload. All of that time has to be figured in. If you're sweeping out a trailer, figure that time in. That's part of your working day. And if you want to use the full 14-hour shift, that's your prerogative, but it's not going to give you a true sense of exactly how much you're going to make per hour. Okay, so let's assume that if you're an owner operator, for example, and you're leased on with a company, whatever your percentage is for that load, let's say the load is going to pay you $900, okay, and you work a total of 5 hours for the day. Well, then that's going to calculate to $180 an hour. Now, to be more accurate, you take that same $900 load, it's going to pay you $900. If you spend $250 in fuel, you need to subtract that. So now instead of using a $900 number, you need to use a $650 number. Divide that by the same 5 hours that you work for your day, and that's $130 an hour gross. You still have taxes and all that you have to take out of that. If you are paid by the mile, okay, it kind of works the same way. You take your total number of miles and you multiply that by your rate per mile, whether if you're a company driver, you're getting paid 50 cents a mile or 60 cents a mile or 70 cents a mile, whatever it is. You take your total number of miles, divide that by your rate per mile. You multiply that times your rate per mile, and that's going to give you your gross pay. Now you take that gross pay number and you're going to divide that by the number of hours that you work in a day, okay? So, for example, you drive 700 miles, you get paid $1.25 a mile. That's going to give you a gross pay of $875. Right? Divide that by 7 hours. All right, so that's $125 an hour. So let's take that $125 an hour and just kind of set that aside. Because if you're like a lease purchase driver, for example, you also need to deduct your fuel costs, all right, from that gross, and then go back to dividing by the number of hours worked in a day. So, if you have a gross, using that same formula, you have a gross of 700 miles paying you $1.25 a mile. That's $875. So let's say you spend $275 in fuel. Well, now you're down to $600. Okay, so now you're going to take that $600 and divide that by your 7 total hours worked for the day to get what your hourly rate is. Okay, so whether you're a mileage guy and you're getting paid per mile, whether you're a percentage guy, you need to always factor in everything, and I mean everything, in order to get a true and accurate number. Okay, so just keep this in mind. If you have questions, please feel free to contact me in the comments below, or shoot me an email, contact@truckandgenius.com. You guys be safe, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.